It's November 2025, 2 months left before we cross into 2026. And I'm going to tell you something most people spend their entire lives running away from. You are almost in the exact same position you were in January. And if we're being brutally honest, in the same position you were last year too. Don't click away. Don't hide from this. This isn't a motivational video. This is a wake-up call wrapped in truth. Because these next 2 months, they can either become the most powerful stretch of your life or just another chapter in a long list of broken promises. And deep down, you know which one you've been living. Let's not pretend. You started 2025 with visions of a new you. Fresh mindset, fresh discipline, fresh goals. You said things like, "This is my year." You made plans. You built a vision board. You told yourself you'd change your body, fix your finances, start something meaningful, wake up early, read more, meditate, focus harder. And here we are in November, and you're watching another video about changing your life instead of actually changing it. But let me tell you something that might sting a little. You're not lazy. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You're stuck in motion instead of progress. That's it. You've become really good at learning how to change, but not actually changing. You take notes. You comment, "I needed this." You binge self-improvement content for hours. You hype yourself up. You plan your whole life on paper. And then, nothing. Another day gone. Another week wasted. Another month where your life didn't shift, not even 1%. Knowing and doing are not the same thing. They never have been. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. If you can't change in 2 months, what makes you think you'll magically change at 12? Why do you believe January 1st has special powers? It doesn't. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. New Year's resolutions don't change you. Habits do. Identity does. Daily behavior does. And all of that starts now, not in January. Let's get real about why you're stuck. You have big dreams, huge dreams. You picture yourself fit, successful, disciplined, well-paid, respected, confident. You imagine a better life so clearly it almost feels real. But then you procrastinate. You waste hours scrolling. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You talk about your plans so much that it tricks your brain into thinking you've done something. You get a dopamine hit from talking instead of doing. And then guilt shows up. You feel disappointed in yourself. You start labeling yourself. "I'm lazy. I'm inconsistent. I'm a failure. I don't have discipline." But stop. None of that is true. You're trapped in the same cycle most people stay in for their entire lives. Confusing preparation with progress. Watching videos feels productive. Planning feels productive. Organizing your goals feels productive. Talking about your dreams feels productive. But those things don't move your life forward. Only action does. Only execution does. Only consistency does. So let's shift the lens completely. Let's reframe these next 60 days in a way you've never heard before. Don't think of them as the last 2 months of the year. Think of them as a compressed lifetime, a mini-era. A spotlighted, pressure-filled, high-leverage stretch of time where you reinvent yourself faster and more aggressively than at any point before. Because this is the last lap of the race. And if you've ever run before, you know something magical happens in the last lap. You push harder. You tap into strength you forgot you had. You stop pacing and start sprinting. What if you did that for your life? What if you went into 2026 already transformed, already in motion, already different, while everyone else is still recovering from New Year's parties and writing fake resolutions? Imagine starting the year not with hopes, but with momentum. Now let's cut the fluff and get into the blueprint. I'm going to give you 5 steps, not motivational nonsense, but actual tools to change your next 2 months. And if you do these, your entire life will take a sharp turn, not gradually. Immediately. Step 1. Pick 1 or 2 main goals only. Here's where most people fail. They try to reinvent their entire existence in one go. Lose weight. Build a business. Read 30 books. Fix their sleep. Quit sugar. Learn a language. Become a morning person. All at once. It never works. You're not supposed to juggle 15 new identities. You're supposed to lock in on 1 or 2 goals with ruthless focus. Something simple, but life-changing. Get consistent at the gym. Build a side hustle. Fix your sleep. Save money. Learn 1 high-value skill. Pick 1 for your body. 1 for your mind or future. That's it. Simplicity is power. Clarity is leverage. Focus is how people break through. Momentum doesn't come from doing everything. Momentum comes from doing something and doing it every day. One win creates belief. Belief creates discipline. Discipline creates transformation. Step 2.0, daily non-negotiables. These are your anchors, your identity builders, your invisible momentum creators. Make them small, make them simple, make them unavoidable. 20 minutes of writing, 1 workout, 10 push-ups, 1 hour of deep work, a morning walk. No phone for the first hour. Reading 10 pages. Think of these the same way you think of brushing your teeth. Not exciting, not dramatic, not life-changing on any single day. But over 4 months, you will not recognize yourself. Non-negotiables are how you rebuild trust in yourself. Because every day you complete them, your brain records evidence. I do what I say I'll do. That's how discipline grows. Not in giant leaps, but in tiny repetitions. Step 3E, the no BS rule. Every excuse you use, every justification you make, every delay you allow, write it down, literally. On paper. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have time. I'll do it when I feel motivated. Then ask yourself one question. Has this excuse ever helped me build the life I want? The answer is always no. Excuses don't protect you. They limit you. They keep you safe, comfortable, and stuck. Once you see your excuses written down in your own handwriting, they lose their power. They stop feeling like reasons and start looking like lies. And when you stop believing your own excuses, your entire life shifts. Step 4. Cut your time wasters in half. Not eliminated, not quit, just reduce. You're not that busy. You're distracted. Your screen time reveals the truth. Netflix, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they drain you in tiny doses you don't notice until months disappear. Track your screen time for one day, just one. You'll be shocked how many hours you're leaking. So for the next 4 months, cut your distractions in half, not 0. Half. You'll instantly gain 2 to 3 extra hours a day. Not magic, just math. And with 3 extra hours a day, you can build a body, a skill, a business, a life. Step 5. Stack small wins. People think transformation happens from one huge push. But real change is just the compound interest of small actions. 500 words a day becomes a book. $10 a day becomes $1,200 saved. 1 hour of deep work a day becomes an entire skill learned. 1 workout a day becomes a new body. Small wins compound. They turn into identity. Identity turns into confidence. Confidence turns into consistency. And consistency? Consistency creates the very life you keep imagining. Let me tell you something honest and uncomfortable. There will be days when you don't feel like doing anything, days where your mind says not today, days where you slip, days where you step backward. And that's fine. Successful people slip too. The difference is they don't stay down. They don't let one bad day become a bad week. They don't let a setback become a collapse. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about returning. It's about coming back. It's about showing up again and again until showing up becomes who you are. Think of an airplane. The hardest part isn't flying its takeoff. That's where most of the fuel burns. Once the plane is in the air, everything becomes smoother, lighter, easier. Your first 2 to 3 weeks are your takeoff. They will feel heavy. They will feel uncomfortable. Your brain will resist every new habit. That's normal. Most people quit during takeoff. Most people never get off the ground. They spend their entire lives restarting instead of rising. Don't be like most people. Takeoff is hard because transformation is hard. But flying is freedom. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture January 1st, 2026. Everyone around you is scribbling resolutions, promising themselves they'll finally start. But you're already 4 months deep. You've already built habits. You've already created momentum. You've already changed. You're not starting, you're continuing. Now ask yourself, what kind of person walks into a new year with that kind of energy? That kind of confidence? That kind of proof? A person who made a decision in November. A person who refused to wait. A person who rewrote their entire story in 4 months. You have 60 days. That's it. What you do with them is going to define your next chapter. Not because time is magic, but because your decisions inside this time will shape your identity. Don't waste this. Don't repeat this year again. Don't carry your potential into another January like baggage you never unpack. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Today, write down your 1 to 2 goals. Write down your daily non-negotiables. Start stacking your wins. Start building momentum. And if this hit you, click subscribe. We're going to take you to the next level.